Hello, welcome friends. My name is Anna and I am the creator behind Quack Crochet. Today is Saturday, June 21st, and I just dropped my daughter off at my mom's house. I was supposed to have a market today. Unfortunately, the organizer behind that market was involved in a car accident, and so the market was canceled. So what I was thinking would be kind of cool is that I've only got childcare for a couple of hours, so obviously this is not all gonna happen today, but I thought it would be really cool to, as the kickoff for my YouTube channel, to also kick off some of the other things that I've been wanting to do for my small business. That includes setting up the spare upstairs room at my home as like my actual crochet office. And maybe even getting an Etsy store started. So I thought this would kind of be cool. Like I said, first YouTube video, so the beginnings of Quack Crochet on YouTube. So come along with me. If you like videos like this, if you're part of like the crochet community, or you just like watching the crochet community, or if you would just like to hear the unorganized ramblings of a 40-something-year-old woman who makes crochet plushies, like, subscribe. I'm pointing like this, like I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I could be pointing up here. The subscribe button will be down here. You know YouTube. Do the things. Okay, so this is the current state of affairs. It's not glamorous. No, it is not aesthetic. It's a mess, and it's also in a little bit of disarray because, like I said, I was supposed to have a market today, so normally I've got 2 6-foot tables set up in here that I can work out of. However, or work from. However, in preparation for my market, I had broken down the whole room, broken down the tables, because I was going to use those tables for the market, and so now this is what we're left with. We have a bed right here because normally my daughter comes and she will sit in here because she has attachment issues. She is a clingy 3-year-old. So she'll sit in here with me as I crochet and play on her tablet or all shenanigans, as you can tell by the array of toys on the floor that are not crocheted. But so I've got basically 3 more hours or so before I gotta leave to pick her up. So obviously, I could just snap my fingers and do the whole like YouTube transformation thing, but that's not gonna happen in 3 hours. But what I would like to have done in that time is obviously to just like pick up all of the mess and all of the clutter, and vacuum and get it so that it's a nice clean floor. And then maybe set up those disposable cubes. Not disposable cubes, like, you know, the portable collapsible cubes that you see in everybody's market setups. So, but the goal for today, or for right now at least, is to get this all decluttered. And if I can do that, I'll be happy. not bad for a communications major, right? It is 3:30. It took so long to put this together. It took me, what, 40 minutes to clean and vacuum the room, and an hour and a half to put together a cube organizer. That is very consistent with my level of coordination in life. But I'm happy I got it together. I have another one of these downstairs that already has yarn in it. I had originally purchased these to set up in displays, like when I go to market, because I'd seen a bunch of people do that. Now that it's taken me an hour and a half to put one together, how do y'all do that? I've got 3:30, so like an hour and a half before I have to go get my daughter. So I think this is what I'm gonna do. I still have no idea how I wanna lay this room out. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is the room in all of its glory. That's Bailey Sarian. We love Bailey. I don't know, like I said, how I want to lay the room out to capitalize on like that one window and the light. Having the light from this window would be optimal. That being said, it's Arizona, so it would also be hot. I don't know how to lay this space out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a much shorter video for my Discord friends and send them what the room looks like, and then ask them for their opinions. And I'm back. I went downstairs and brought up and cleared out the second shelving unit. Also, yes, I know I see that they're uneven. It is because I used the high legs on the one I assembled, and my fiance did not use those on the one that he assembled. But I am severely out of breath because it is much later than it was. Not much later, but it's at least an hour later than it was when I checked in with you last. And the reason for that, even though only one more shelving unit is up here, is because, oh yeah, that happened. Thumbnail? Is that like how you do a thumbnail? I don't know what I'm doing. I got some happy mail from Kristen over at Cheerful Chaos Crafts, and it's safety eyes. I know exactly what it is, and they're the most beautiful safety eyes. And I really want to open them, but that. I'm gonna put on some YouTube, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna organize all of this. What I think I'm gonna do first is just like get them into like the piles of the brands that they're in, and then go into each of those piles and organize them by color. Yeah, I think that's the plan. And we're back. Day 2, it is Sunday, June 22nd. We obviously are not finished because Yarnageddon is still in full swing, but we did get some stuff accomplished yesterday. So let me show you what's going on. So I don't remember, but I think I showed you yesterday. This is all like the cottons and the one-offs. I've got a shelving area back there. That is still all the Bernat / Sweet Snuggles / Big Twist plush. These are all of the like partially used. That's not nice. Or unopened, or opened skeins. But I was able, let me pan you over here real quick, to get some of the yarn wall done. So we got started on it, and that, if you ask me, is progress. Premier Parfait Chunky. All right, done. Second time. It is almost noon right now, and I've made decent progress. Not done for sure. You okay? Not done for sure, but decent progress. Let me show you. So we have all the Premier Parfait Chunky here. This row right here is all Sweet Snuggles Light. I'm not gonna lie, by the time we got here, it became more of a if it fits, it sits situation. So don't come for me with the colorization. This is all Big Twist Plush. This is all of my acrylic. The girl who bought this had such high hopes. This is like the fuzzy yarn. I've got more of that faux fur, and then that feels like bliss. Again, if we come over here, this is cotton, like skinny chenille, and like some randos that I have. In here, these are all like cakes or my like 1 pound acrylic skeins. I don't know if this is focusing. Okay. This is all the Fluffy Flex, Premier Basics Chenille, Big Twist Posh. Down there is anything that is size 7 jumbo. So there's some mainstays, there's some Parfait XL that I've got plans for, and some regular Sweet Snuggles. So pretty good progress. All I have left to do is tackle the Bernat blanket. All right, so it is much later. It is 4:30, but we're done. I mean, well, with the yarn portion of the organization, we're done. So let me show you what I did. It's not perfect. Like I said, this is not like the most, you know, it's not like Clean Talk or one of those ones that like inspires you per se, but it's functional and it's a lot better than it was. So let me take you on a little tour. So I'm just gonna kind of speed around this because I'm pretty sure I've showed you a bunch of this, but Parfait Chunky, Sweet Snuggles Light, Big Twist Posh, acrylic. This is Bernat, but it is the tweeds. Just some like open used partial variegated skeins. This is all of the mystical I have. I don't have too much of it. Cotton yarn, and then kind of like the one-offs or like the randoms that I have. The Bernat, the colored Bernat, I should specify. And then over here, I thought this was kind of cool. This is all of like, this is what I have the most of with Bernat, really. It's like the white, the vintage white, like, you know, like the sand, the kind of neutrally colors. But I thought because I had this like serape up here, that it would be kind of cool to just keep what I have here be very neutral. And then picture of my baby when she was just a little one. And then this is really cool. This is a piece of cross stitch art that I got from Daisy Ellen Creations. She is Morgan from LA Crochet. That's her sister-in-law, and I commissioned her to make this piece for me. So it's an ode to my business and my daughter. Really, it's an ode to my daughter because my whole business is about my daughter, but it's my logo. But the twist is that the duck has a princess crown and a crochet hook scepter. And the reason why I did this is because we call my daughter Ducky, so that's where we got the whole name for Quack Crochet. But yeah, and then what I want to put right here is my mom gifted me for Christmas this beautiful photo of my grandmother, who my daughter is partially named after, and my daughter. And the beautiful thing about that is they never had the opportunity to meet. My grandmother passed away when I was 15, and I had my daughter when I was 36. But it's beautiful because now I have them in a picture together. So that will be kind of like the crowning jewel of the room. So thank you so much for coming along with me on my very first vlog ever. If content like this is something you like to see, if it is, you know, just something you can put on in the background, like while you are doing your own crochet projects or your own crafting projects, or maybe you're just a mom slash woman who needs to know that, yeah, we're not all picture perfect out here. That was perfectly timed. Then please feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop a like, a comment. My daughter is a brave girl, and so I am also trying to be a brave girl. I'll figure out the rhythm of this like intro outro stuff as I go along. I'll figure out the rhythm of all this other stuff as I go along. It's really cool, right? Because like this is the first video, but I've got like some other ideas coming up. Stacy from Stacy Makes and then April from the Cozy Buckeye just came out with a crochet challenge, and so I think I'm going to participate. I think I'm going to partake in all of that. So yeah, here we go, guys. Bye.